In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an interactive flowchart in Google Slides. To get started, let's go ahead and just delete everything on our slide. And we're mainly going to be using these shape tools and then these connector arrows. So that's what we're going to be doing to build the base of our flowchart. Go ahead and outline it. You can use boxes, you can use callouts as you need. You'll see there's various shapes. A little tip is if you press Command D, that'll duplicate. It's like a copy paste, but one key. So if you want to do a bunch of these, I would just suggest duplicating. When you put in shapes, you can rotate them just using this rotation tool, and then of course resize. Use the snap grids to really help you line things up. So one pro tip, if you want to line up, say you want to line up this box and this box, or you want them to be exactly the same height, look at when I bring it down and down, do you see when I get it to the right height, it matches it there, so you can visually see that. That's a really good visual indicator. See? Boom, right height. So use those snap grids to help you out. Okay, now that I've lined things up, I'm ready to connect things. You can use a curved connector or an elbow connector. An elbow connector is going to be what it says it is. So it's going to be kind of straight like this. And you'll see that they snap into place. So let me choose another one. And I'm going to do this one to this one. So boom, they snap into place. So as I move these, you see how it moves with it. That's the beauty of using all of these tools here, because they really snap into each other. You can use any of these, even if you were to use an arrow like that. See, it still moves with it. You just need to make sure that you're snapping it into one of the places. So let me show you what I mean. So let's say I have an arrow tool, and then I go from here to not the purple, and I go up to here, for example. Then it's not connected. So if I move that, it's not going to move with it. But if I move it into actually one of the purple spots, then when I move this, it moves also. So you need to make sure that you're actually connecting it to one of the spots that's a connector. I'm going to connect this one to that one, and then choose it again. This one to this one. There we go. I'll show you the curved one. And you do need to press the connector every time you want to connect something. There's also the line connector. Okay, now I've pretty much gotten everything set up. Now you need to fill out your chart. So you just double click and type right within. Note that if you want to color code some of these things, you can go ahead, so by default the gray background, but you can go ahead and change those backgrounds, and you can shift click and select a bunch of them and do it at once. So I'm going to do all these in a different color. So I'm just holding shift and click. Now what I need to do is get into each of these items. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a hyperlink between item 1 and a new page. So let me create a new page. And so here I'm going to explain whatever item 1 is talking about. Okay, say that's what I'm talking about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this main slide, and then this item 1, I want to link to this page. So go ahead and double click on item 1, the whole text, and then insert link, or I just press Command K on my keyboard, and then go to slides and presentation, and you want to link it to, see, that slide 2, which says item 1, apply. It only said item 1 because that was what I made it the title. So if you title each of your slides, then it will be easy for your navigation. So that unfortunately came up in a terrible color, which I can't read anymore. So I'm going to change the color to white. So now when I click on that hyperlink, see, it brings me to item 1. But now, from item 1, I want to be able to press a button to go back to my home screen. So I'm going to just make a little home button. Then I'm going to Command K or insert and go back to that slide 1. Apply. So now when I click on that, boom, I'm back. See? Slide 2, back to slide 1. Now I recommend that you set up this whole first slide first. And then, how many of them do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only going to do 5 of them right now. So I'm going to duplicate this 5 times. So I'm going to just press Command D to duplicate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. Now, I recommended doing that because I had already done my home and I wouldn't need to replicate that on every single slide if I just duplicate at the beginning. So now, item 2, we'll do the same process. So go over here and item 2, Command K, we want to link to slides and presentation to item 2. Apply. So you would just do that for each and every one of the things that are in your diagram so that you can create this interactive flowchart. Just in summary, some of the main ideas are you have to have this home screen and everything should be controlled from the home screen. And make sure that you also then have this button from each of the items that takes you back to that home screen. When you're using these connectors, don't forget to actually link to the corners that are the connectors. If you don't, then they won't connect properly. And you can just use any of these shapes and it'll connect into them. So I hope that you learned some really good skills in creating this project and I hope you enjoy. Bye.